There you go.
Oh right, you can see me.
That's what you can see.
The hand waving. Woo.
How do you think we look?
Good.
Good? Alright, we'll start the video then.
Right.
Okay. Hello, these are my grandparents. You can say hello. Not
Hello.
to me, say hello to them.
Hello, Robert.
No, not Say hello to everyone who's watching.
Woo.
What are you doing? So the first thing that I want to discuss that everyone always asks me about is Grandad's real name. Can you confirm your birth name?
Well, Grandad.
No, that's not your birth name.
Alan Partridge.
Alan Edward.
The Alan Partridge.
So your name is actually Alan Partridge.
I married him 54 years ago.
54 years ago. What was the date when you got married? Don't you answer because I know you know it.
Oh right.
Grandad, what was the date of your wedding?
I can remember going up to get married,
And nearly not stopping.
and if I hadn't got a bloke in with me, I would have turned around. Well, I would have kept going.
What, he told you to stop and get married?
No, I was taking him to show it. Well, his
He
friend.
was coming to the wedding.
The wedding. And I think if he hadn't been there, I would have got
He
married.
wouldn't have got married.
Why? Because he was
He'd have
scared?
stood me up
or-
at the altar.
You would have left Nana at the altar and I might not be here today.
I would have killed him.
Why didn't you, or nearly not stop?
Because I got too many girlfriends to get rid of.
He had. Right.
Loads of them.
Loads of them. How many?
I got a different one in every town.
Every street.
Colville.
Yeah, it's cold. Everywhere I went dancing, I got a girlfriend.
Where were the prettiest girls? What town or city?
You better be Burton.
That's where you're from.
Yeah.
That's about the worst place.
Cheeky kid.
I never used to look at her faces.
Grandad!
Why did we get married though?
Because I had the best legs in Burton.
Yeah, she won that.
Best legs in Burton? Was that an actual award?
Mm.
Or was it just given out by Grandad?
It was at the dance hall.
There was a
I
real...
was voted the best legs.
There was a real award contest for the best legs in Burton.
Mm.
Yeah, Dot won it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, we all lined up on the stage.
Yeah.
We had to stand there on the stage and hold our dresses up to about there.
You've gone off the camera.
And I know I'd got the best underskirt on.
You knew?
Mm.
You were confident?
Oh yeah. And I got voted the best legs.
Don't you think that's a bit...
And I had big high heels on like that.
Right. So how old were you?
I was 16 or 17.
16. Don't you think that's a
17 maybe.
bit kind of strange? Because if that sort of thing happened
Now.
now, it would be kind of frowned at.
Right, it would, yeah.
I think you were 16.
Tell us more about when you met. What year was it?
1956.
1956. And there was quite a big age gap between you, wasn't there?
Mm. My granddad was 27.
And you were...
16.
So 11-year age gap.
10 years and a few months.
10 years and a few months. So what... Did that kind of... Back then, was that a big deal?
Well, my dad said, how old is he? I said, 27. He said, you're not seeing me then.
So your dad completely ruled him out?
Yeah,
Only for a bit.
not for long.
Fetching his,
But then he was such a flirt
fetching his beer, didn't you?
that packed him up because he decided he didn't want to see me on Saturday night. He wanted to go off on his own. Anyway, he came over the next week and we got back together. And then he says, oh, this is no good unless we'll get married. And that was it.
That was fast.
Well, we didn't get married straight away.
Fast
I said,
mover.
oh, you have to give me time to save up for a wedding dress. And
Yeah.
so we got married. That was September the 17th. And in November I was 20. And then I had my first baby when I was 21.
That's very fast.
No, it wasn't.
So back then, was that kind
I
of...
was 19 when I got married.
Yeah.
2 months later I was 20. But then I got pregnant. And actually she was 6 weeks early, so she shouldn't have been born till March.
So it was a year
She
and a
was born
bit
in January.
between getting married and having your first baby.
Mm.
But by today's standard, I guess that's quite young to have a baby, 21. Let's go back to when you got married. There was a 10-year age difference, so you
Yeah.
were 19
Mm-hmm.
and Grandad was
30.
30. Was everyone kind of shocked? Because I think if that happened now, it would be a bit, everyone would kind of assume it's a mistake. Whereas your evidence that clearly it can work. How long have you been married now?
54 years.
54 years.
Mm-hmm.
So if we now saw, you know, a 19-year-old marrying a 30-year-old,
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people would assume that it's kind of a mistake and it won't work and it might go wrong and would probably try and prevent it. So
My dad said, "You're not seeing him again."
that's not going to happen. What did your parents say anything, Grandad?
Your mother said I was too young.
Yeah.
I used to go rock and rolling with my brother, who was 2.5 years older than me.
So is this the equivalent of, is this like a 50s version of a nightclub now,
Yeah.
do you think? What was it, like a dance hall?
It was a dance hall.
Okay, what sort of
Back
music?
at the police station.
What
They
sort
used to
of
play rock
music?
and roll, didn't they?
Yeah.
They could play a waltz or a quick step. Yeah.
Did you have any favourites?
Well, we used to rock and roll, didn't we? And I went to see Bill Haley when he came to England, Birmingham,
Yeah?
with my brother. And then, well, he saw somebody he knew, my brother did, Dave. And he said, "Oh, go over and there's somebody I work with over there, let's go over and say hello." Went over and then he said, "Have a dance with my sister
Is that a bit weird?
to Twilight."
He did it, because he wanted to go out with his girl.
Well, he wanted to,
Right, so he
Go
was
up
trying
and-
to get rid of you?
yeah. Mm.
And that's the start of our bloodline.
Yeah,
You being palmed off by your
Mm.
brother. So meeting people in the 50s was very different to how it is now,
yeah.
do you think? You kind of met them in person and through people that you knew. You know a little bit about, like nowadays a lot of people are using the internet
Yeah.
to meet people. There's now mobile versions,
Mm.
so you can get them on your phone, and there's a one called Tinder, have you heard of it?
Tinder?
Tinder.
No.
And basically,
What do you do on that?
so you set your profile on and you have a picture on there, and it's literally, you look, someone's picture comes up,
Mm.
and you swipe right if you like them, and left if you don't like them.
All right.
So it's literally, you see one picture, and then you decide just in a split second if you'd like them or not.
Mm.
And if you both hit match, so
Yeah.
you both hit like, then it opens up a text dialogue,
All
so you
right.
can talk to each other.
Mm.
So
Didn't know that.
so you called it courting, didn't you? When you used to meet people,
Yeah.
it's quite, you know, no one really uses that term anymore.
No, I don't suppose.
If you said, you know, I'm going courting on Tinder, it would be a bit strange, but maybe we should try and make that a thing.
Mm.
So everything kind of social and meeting people has changed a lot since the 50s. You know YouTube?
Yeah, I've heard of YouTube.
You've heard of it?
Mm.
This will probably be on YouTube.
All right.
Do you know how it works?
No.
Or what it is? Anyone can see and anyone can make.
Mm.
Right across the world.
Right.
All around the world.
Mm.
So what do you think?
Well, it's good if you want to keep in touch with people, isn't it?
So you would use it to kind of send videos to
contact.
people as contact? That's interesting.
Mm. You're going to show it to your friends.
I'm going to show it to the world. To YouTube. You don't understand. People make videos in like their bedroom or like this, and then sometimes millions and millions of people watch them.
All right.
People get famous and make a living
Mm.
from doing things like this. So it's not just for sharing with your friends
No.
or showing your friends across the world. Like people get
For anyone. to
people get
watch.
big audiences, bigger than television,
Really?
bigger than some film. Grandad,
Well,
still with us? Have you got any parting knowledge that you want to pass on?
when the man grows old and his balls grow cold, and the end of his love turns blue, and a young girl's hand won't give him a stand, I call it a bugger, don't you?
Wow. So, how have you found being in a video?
All right.
All right.
Been in a what?
But I will go to
Okay, we'll leave it there. Thank you for
Been in a what?
in a video.
on the video.
Oh,
Well, I guess that's a natural end to the video.
yeah. There's nothing for me to do now, isn't
Note for you.
there? I just
I think this is a natural end. So we've lost one of our cast. We'll come back maybe another day and make another video. So thank you for being on, and I will share your knowledge with the world. Thank you for watching. Bye. Amazing.